Hello, everybody. My name is Joeythejag, and today I'm going to do a film review of Motor City. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of the premise of the movie. I'm going to give you things I liked and things I didn't like, and then I'm going to give you the final score at the end. So, let me give you a little bit of the premise of the movie. Basically, the main character, who is played by Alan Ritchson, gets framed for a crime he didn't commit. He ends up going to jail, and he ends up, basically in jail. Meanwhile, this evil mob boss is taking his girl, and he's escapes because something happens between them, and he wants revenge, and that's basically the movie. He goes on a, uh, an action thrill uh situation to get his revenge and eliminate the mob boss. That's the premise. Now, the things I liked and the things I didn't like. Now, this movie, for those that want to check it out, it's it's very it kind of has the aesthetics of 1980s. It's got the 80s style and atmosphere and environments. It's got 80s music all over this movie, and uh it's got like an ASMR type silent movie vibe where there's not a lot of dialogue, but everything's more expressions and action than verbal. There's no verbal communication, very few verbal lines, like, and when they do talk, it's very low. Like, there's a scene where uh Alan Richardson's girl, played by Cheyenne Woodland, I believe, right? She is slamming against a window because, she doesn't know if what he did is right or wrong. He doesn't know if, because they caught him with drugs and stuff, and she doesn't know if he's real or not real, like if he did it or didn't know, so she doesn't trust him, and she's slamming her fist against the glass because he's like in this detention center, and he's slamming her fist, but you hear the slam, like boom boom, but you don't hear her. She's screaming like, right, like that, and you hear like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, very low, like that. Basically, she's shouting, I hate you, but you don't hear the loud, I hate you. It's very low, I hate you, like that. uh it's almost like right there with pantomiming. That's basically what the movie is. So that's one thing about the movie. It almost felt like I was watching a VH1 music video, like a big long, almost an hour and a half, almost two, of a music video, an 80s VH1 or MTV music video. So if you're looking for like like a musical movie, because it kind of was a little bit like a musical movie with expressions and emotion and no dialogue that much, but everything is used by vacant expressions and calm demeanors and like body expressions. Like, there's a moment where the mob boss visits the girl at a cafe, and he's just sitting at a table, and it's just a table, and he's like this, like, and she has a pot of coffee in her hand, and she's like that, and the guy has a cup on the table, and he flips the cup like this. He goes, and the girl's like, she walks up to him, grabs his cup, gives him the pot. Oh no, sorry. She ends up she ends up pouring herself. No, yeah, she ends up grabbing the cup from him. She ends up pouring a cup of coffee in the air like this, and then she gives him the pot of the pot of coffee to him, and she has the cup, and she goes, and the guy's like, grabs another cup, like that. That's basically the movie. Okay, just a lot of expressions, a lot of no dialogue, just movement. Uh, and as a film lover, I love movies, so I like silent movies. I like musicals. I like those type of movies where it blends music and silent together. A lot of Disney animated hand drawn movies do that, right? But this was this was a little different. It just it gave enough of a vibe to be almost like an art house movie. Like an art house is basically a presentation showcasing like a visual movie with action and movements and stuff like that. So it felt more like an art house with music and movement, right? Than anything else. Like there's talking in the movie, like people are talking, but you don't see their you don't hear their verbal like me and talking in this video right now, right? It's very you see it. You see from their expression what they're talking about. When they're scared, they're like that, right? Or there's a scene where Alan Richson is given like a photo, right? And it's a photo of the mob boss and his girl. They're smacking. They're like mooching, and it's a photo. And he's looking at the photo, and he's like that. Um, that's basically a lot of the movie. A lot of action scenes are blended in with music. Ambient. There's ambient music in there. There's like and stuff like that. So it's a silent ASMR drama action thriller blended together to make this movie. That's what this movie is basically. So I'm gonna give you the final score right now. And I'm going to give Motor City a 5 out of 10. The reason why I'm going to give it a 5 and not a 6, I was going to give it a 6 maybe, but I think 5 is fair because I want to be honest with my reviews. So the reason why it's a 5 is because even though the ambient was playing, it did not fit the visuals of what was happening. There were some moments where the guy's shooting with the shotgun, and then there's music videos happening, and the music is not going with the action scenes. Like there's a scene where the guy's bleeding out. He's like dying, and the music. And he's like it's like, dude, wrong move, wrong music, wrong choice of song. So there's that. Uh, because of a lot of expressions in the movie, there were some moments that I just kind of like shuddered. Like I sighed a little bit. Like there were some moments where like the expressions just dragged on too long, and I was like this. I was like getting anxious. I was getting a little bit like I was moving my shoulders. I was getting a lot of like anxiety because I was like, dude, just hurry up with the scene already. Like there's moments where there's like 5-6 minutes of two people just looking at each other. I mean, they're expressing what's happening, and you're just like this, like are you gonna hurry up with the scene? Like I get it. I get what was happening. I get that there was things going on in the movie to have that reactions happen to each character, but the way it was happening just wasn't hitting right. So the music wasn't hitting the visuals, and also the way the way the expressions were just not fit like in certain aspects of the movie. The other reason too, and this is like the big one, is that the ambient music in the movie really was more like trying to put you to sleep than more trying to keep you awake. The intention of that ambient music is almost like when you need to go to sleep and you need like some sound ambient music to, like those crashing sounds, like, what I'm saying? To like put you to sleep, right? If you're into that stuff, like, that mystical, nice ambient music to make you go to sleep, right? That's what this was. Check this movie out if you want to take a nap. Bring a pillow and a blanket because that's what I got from this movie. A lot of snores, a lot of bores from this movie. Like there was an older couple below me who were like so glued with the movie, like they understood what the movie was happening. But I was just like, I just could not contain myself when it came to like the ambient music, and the visuals were good, but the visuals were not hitting the music on the soundtrack. The music was good, like they played like some David Bowie and a lot of good stuff, but when it came to the jams, it just did not fit. There was moments, slow moments in the movie that just dragged on way too long. And there was some weird moments in the film where like the mob guy and his girl are like making out in front of Alan Ritchson's character because he's in prison and he's so infuriated with the mob boss. But like the mob boss isn't doing really anything bad, really, because she's like hooking up with him, and they even end up banging many times in the movie. And he even buys her a mansion, and they're like happy together, dancing together. So I'm watching this happening. I'm like, who am I supposed to root for? like, like who? Even though I feel like the mob boss guy is the bad guy, he's with her. Like she's with him. And Alan Ritchson ends up like, I don't know, breaking out and wanting his revenge against the mob boss. And the ending, I'm sorry, I have to be honest. The ending, ladies and gentlemen, the ending sucked. I'm sorry, it sucked. The ending was horrible. Just horrible. The way it ended. It's probably like the worst ending in a movie I've seen in a long time. And there's been a few bad ending movies, right? The ending of this film just, I don't know, it didn't do it for me. So that is why I'm going to give Motor City a 5 out of 10. If you want to check this out for music, like 80s aesthetic, check it out. For that ASMR vibe, check it out. For that ambient music that just relaxing and chill, check it out. If you're into like just expressions and movement and vocal and action, then check it out. There's not a lot of action. I thought there was going to be a lot more action than it was. There's not a lot of action. Like there's action towards the end of the movie going on, and that takes a long time to get there. It's literally like, I don't know, the movie's almost like at 2 hours. It takes almost an hour to get to the action scene because there's a lot of setup to get to that moment. Because the movie starts where Alan Ritchson ends up in the end of the movie, basically. So it starts, and then we end up getting to that moment, and then we get to the ending, which sucked. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My film review for Motor City. Anyways, have you seen Motor City? What do you guys think about it? If you have seen it, and are you planning to go see it? Anyways, that's it for the film review. Thank you very much for checking this out, and I'll see you next time.